So are you stuck on how to organize your closet? This is one of my favorite things to talk about, and I'm so excited to share my top tried and tested tips. Plus, I'm actually in my closet. So I'm Jane Stoller, and I'm a Life Biz organizer, and I'm so glad you landed on my channel. For the best organizing advice and hopefully inspirational tips, hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. So organized closets are my trademark, and I know that any organizational plan must begin with the closet, as it's the first thing you see when you wake up. It sets the mood for the entire day, and it's also an ideal place that you can practice and hone those organizing skills that can then transfer over to the rest of your goals. I really believe that if you start your day choosing clothes from a laser-focused closet, that you're well on your way to a structured, system-driven office space and or business. So first I want to talk about space, how much space you have and how much space you might need. Now, it's good to evaluate what you have, I say, on a quarterly basis and make sure that items that don't need to be in your closet aren't in there. So either donate them, repurpose them, maybe store them if they're seasonal items. But really look at the space you have. Is everything you needs to be hung up, or do you have enough folding space? And I always say use the 80-20 rule. 80% of the clothes that you wear most often, whether it be for that season or for your type of job, should be accessible. And the other 20% can maybe tucked away or perhaps not even in your closet. So before you go and buy other items or wardrobes, really evaluate the space you have. I'm lucky because I have what you call a walk-in closet. It's I'm still transitioning in between homes at the moment, so this is a great closet for right now. It's not my dream closet, but it fits everything that I need. It is hung properly. It's easily accessible. Now, for my next most important tip is tools. So if you have a perfect closet, if it's filled with wire hangers from the dry cleaner, I highly suggest that you gather them up immediately, bring them back to the dry cleaner or recycle them, because your clothes do not like wire hangers. And I really think, and hopefully you'll take my advice, is to invest in good quality hangers. I like wooden hangers. I've had these probably for 20 plus years. They're from IKEA. They keep making them so they're easy to replace. And they do take up a lot of space, so that again depends on your closet size. But I also really like these velvet hangers, and I suggest everybody has some of these in their closet as well. They're great for tank tops, so they're not slipping off. They're also great for if you do have a lot of space. These are what my dresses are. They need to be, the hangers can't be that big. So again, an excellent investment. You can find these practically anywhere, even your local, even HomeSense has them, or your Home Hardware these days, but velvet hangers are excellent. So comment below, as I'd love to know what your type of favorite hanger is. Now, going on to clothes, what to hang and what to fold. I do have a lot of hanging clothes. As you can see, I do have a lot of blouses, and that's my signature outfit. So I also say it's great if you can curate your own style, so that I'm not that fashionable, but I do have my go-to. A lot of them are white blouses or blue blouses, so those need to be hung, otherwise they are going to wrinkle. What to fold? Sweaters. I always fold them because you don't want that hanger crease in the edges of them. A lot of us, you know, if you've experienced that, if you hung a sweater up for too long and you go to take it off, it might have in the corners here, it might have a little indents from your from the hanger. So again, sweaters I would fold, jeans I fold, blouses I hang up, jeans I have here, and I always have them nicely folded so they're easy to get. Of course, I iron them first before I put them away, so that when I do need to grab them quickly, they're already ironed and ready. Dresses I typically also hang, just because it is nice when you grab a dress that that's already ready to go, and otherwise it could get a bit wrinkly. Dresses are ideal if you have some kind of longer storage space in your closet or long wardrobes, or even buy something makeshift from IKEA that you can hang them on so they don't hit the floor to get dirty and dusty and wrinkly. So now we've covered the basics, what to hang, what to fold, investing in some good quality hangers, evaluating your space, but what about everything else that we have beyond just blouses and jeans? So scarves and belts and underwear and jewelry and all of that stuff. Activewear is a big one too. I know Khloe Kardashian has an activewear closet on its own, which is probably a dream of many of us, but until then, what do we do with our activewear? So for me, a lot of that I store in drawers. If you don't have drawers, other good alternatives are boxes. IKEA has a lot of great boxes, or the Container Store, where you can put them nicely in boxes and even label them. This closet, I was lucky, does have drawers, so I keep my activewear items kind of in one drawer together, all the tops, and then I keep all the bottoms in a separate drawer. I also keep all the activewear items together, like headbands and running toques. So just when I'm going to use that active stuff, it's all together. Also on the same line for drawers, drawers are great for for your underwear, for your intimates, for your socks. Having some kind of drawers again or boxes, and then if the boxes probably labeled would be the best idea. Jewelry as well. I have a specific jewelry drawer, but there's lots of different jewelry alternatives out there. The key is to keep it together and accessible. And again, 80-20 rule with your jewelry as well. If you're wearing a lot of costume jewelry, perhaps it's difficult, but usually if you have your go-tos, make sure they're front and center. Now, I didn't go over shoes and handbags during this closet tour or closet tips, but I am going to do a separate video on how I store my handbags, because I do special handbag pillows for each of them, and also I'm going to do a separate video for how I store my shoes. So again, this was just a really quick kind of tour of my closet and some quick tips.